Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? I'm about to show you how to transform your vocals with Formant and make certain parts of your mix stick out and just sound a lot more interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you're not too familiar with this method, it's essentially where we just kind of play around with the pitch of our vocals only in certain parts of the song. So in a situation where I may want this specific part of the mix to stand out, I may make the vocals in that part of the song a lot lower than what it normally is in the song, or I can make it a lot higher and increase the pitch, or I can just do a bunch of different things with it. A lot of people in mainstream use expensive equipment, especially with sound toys. They offer a lot of really great products, especially in the whole pitch correction and formant area, but I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff for free, so you don't really have to worry about too much of that. So I'm going to show you a little bit more of what I'm talking about by letting you listen to it and help you understand what we're going to be doing here a little bit better.
But until that day comes, I'ma execute and think masterfully. Let's make a test, let's make a test, let's make a toast for many more years, yeah. Doing the most, yeah. Let's make a test, let's make a toast for many.
Now you see over here, it sounded a lot deeper. How I actually did this was when I recorded my ad-libs, I recorded everything separately. Now the funky part about using this situation is that you may have more than one thing inside of one specific audio track. So when you try to change the pitch for your audio track, it's gonna change the pitch for a lot more things than you would like to. So what we have to do in most situations is just record everything separately, and luckily in this case I just recorded it separately. But if you're in a situation where you want to use the Formant on something that you've already recorded, but you only want to use it on a specific part and not the whole audio track, let me show you how to do that. So I'm gonna show you how to set up this method from scratch. Let me just play you a tiny little part that we're about to tweak around with.
Cash, and what's the purpose right now? Cause honestly I don't know. I need to plan and escape out in the coast and the boat. So maybe then I won't choke, and maybe then I won't cope. Can't take all these lacerations to be seen as a joke. Yeah.
So what I'm about to change the pitch on is so maybe then I won't choke, and maybe then I won't cope. So how I'm gonna do this, first thing I need to consolidate that specific part and make a copy of it over here. Now what I'm gonna do, consolidated that specific part. I'm gonna come over here, and this is this entire vocal track over here, so keep that in mind. So we need to make a whole entire separate copy of this, right? How I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna hit clone. And now that I've hit clone, what you wanna do is come over here and route this to a track outside of the vocal bus, right? Route this to a track that doesn't have anything on it. So how we're gonna do that, click on this. It's already routed to track 14. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna route it to track, let's just do track 41 since there's nothing on track 41, right? So there's nothing on track 41. Now we have two clones of the exact same thing, right? What I wanna do is come over here and I wanna drag this in the exact same spot as the other one, right? We're gonna drag this to the exact same spot as the other one. Let's minimize it down a little bit, get it in the exact same spot. And after you get it in the same spot, what you want to do is consolidate that part that you made before. All you have to do now is delete this. Delete the part from the original one, and now that's serving as that part. So now we're in track 41. This is just for that one track. What we want to do, we want to come over here and we want to route this to the vocal bus. Route to this track only. Now it's just another part of the vocal bus. All we have to do now is come over here, change the pitch of it. There's a few different things that you can use to change the pitch of it. So I'm gonna choose E3 mono, right? After I choose E3 mono, all I have to do now is just pull the pitch all the way down to 1200 cents. So the reason why I pulled this pitch all the way down to 1200 cents is because over here to the 1200 cents mark, it'll pull it down like directly like one octave from what it originally was. So it sounds a little bit more in place than any of the other settings, which is really cool. So now let's listen to what we just did.
Plan and escape out in the coast and the boat. Can't take all these lacerations out in the coast and the boat. Can't take all these lacerations to be seen.
All right, so that's how you set it up. If you think there's a bit something wrong with the frequencies of the actual Formant, all you have to do is just come over here, fix it up through a little bit of EQ, take out a little bit of the low end, maybe boost the high end, or take out a little bit of the high end as well. I just do anything of that nature. It'll just make it sound a whole lot better. And that's essentially it. I didn't put it in the correct time because I didn't really want to. I don't really think this sounds good for this specific part of the song. So I'm definitely going to delete it and put back what I originally had. I just did this strictly just for an example to show you how to do it. I use it in a lot of situations. Some people just go ahead and use sound toys. You have to spend like an extra $200 on that. Me personally, I pass. I don't think it's worth it if I can just do this right here. It may take a little bit more time, but there's not too many situations where you actually need to change the pitches of your actual vocal. And before you figure out how to use that with these plugins, you might as well just go ahead and do it manually. But all right, everyone, that is how I like to use Formant in order to transform the pitch of my vocals and make certain parts of my song sound a little bit more interesting. Now, if you're a beginner wondering how to mix your vocals within FL Studio with stock plugins, make sure you hit the link in my description so I can give you a detailed step-by-step guide on how to do just that, which I can guarantee of 5 times the speed in which you progress. But all right, everyone, hope you got a lot of value out of this video. I'll catch you in the next one.